Void.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. Let's bring up our guest, Justin Brown. You're muted. You're muted. You're not
Yep,
muted.
I know.
Okay. How are you doing tonight, Justin?
I am doing pretty good. Pretty good tonight.
Cool.
I'm usually super tired right around now, but I've been taking vitamins, and it seems like it's been helping. So I don't feel so
Nice.
old and run down.
Yeah.
I get up pretty
There's
early.
nobody here right now. Yeah, I get up fairly early.
Yep, though.
Darren's here.
I put in the group chat that for Interface Death that will be on your live stream tonight. So if they see it, they'll probably jump on at some point.
Yeah, Darren's here now. Hey, Darren.
What's up, buddy? Tell us what you're doing. You're on YouTube, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't use YouTube. I just go through StreamYard. I don't have it open, but I have the chat here. So.
What platforms are you live streaming on?
StreamYard.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
So StreamYard has a website that I can go look at.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
if I
I
can
always
find
use
you.
StreamYard.
That's not what I want. We'll try that. How do I find your show on StreamYard? Help me out here.
Find it on well, when I sent you the link.
Yeah, it takes me
It
to
brings you backstage.
Yeah,
it brings you like to the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when people are watching the show on StreamYard's website.
Oh no, they're watching on YouTube.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because when I asked you if we're on YouTube, you're like, no. I'm like, okay.
I'm half asleep. Too much sun today.
So on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay. So Arden Paranormal. We're getting there.
Hey, Punksy.
Why am I not subscribed? I am so embarrassed by that. I am now. That's strange. I swear to God, I've subscribed. YouTube unsubscribes you from stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. There was a lot of channels that I was a moderator on, and I go to the channel, and I'm no longer a moderator. And I said, did you take me off as a moderator? Not that it was a big deal, but they said no. So I think YouTube's they're even taking your subs too. Now I'm noticing, right?
Oh yeah, they do.
which I think is, yeah, that's ridiculous. Like I'm only at 481 subs. And I looked the other day and it was 479, and then I looked today or tonight and I'm back to 481 again. So I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well,
No
you just
idea.
gained me back. I don't know what I don't know why they do it, but there's some kind of
Yeah,
algorithm
you
that
were subbed. Yeah, you were
I know I
subbed to
was.
me.
I know I was
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I used to see your stuff pop up, and at some
Mhm.
point it had to have been recent because I don't think I've noticed to unsubscribe. But here I am again.
Here you am again. Yeah. So, what would Justin like to talk about tonight?
Just take the reins. Well,
Take the
like
reins.
we were saying backstage before the show started, I have been inactive for the last 2 years. Mostly in part
Mhm.
because I took on a full job at a local distribution center for Honda and Toyota, and it was very, very taxing on my
My Wi-Fi is
energy.
doing weird things again.
Oh, you're frozen. There you are. You're back. So,
Oh.
yeah, my daughter does travel softball. She plays school ball, and she takes up a lot of my extra time. And we're trying to do a thing with that. And all the time I had investigating and doing field research and making documentaries and digital content for the interwebs went away. I had zero time or energy to do it. I was very, very active. I did a whole bunch, and I had people ask me how I was able to keep it up for so long, and I'm like, well, I didn't have a full-time job, and that'll
Mm,
do it.
yeah.
I was trying to do the paranormal full time, while doing other things because I'm also a photographer, a videographer. I do weddings and birthday parties and all kinds of other stuff. Plus, I do graphic design here and there. Just not a whole. There wasn't enough work to keep me in the workforce to to help support my family. So I had to go get a job, a real job, and yeah, that the paranormal stuff went away, but I am slowly but surely coming back. I plan to start live streaming soon. I'm trying to figure out when my schedule won't be crazy with my daughter traveling and
Mhm.
everything. She's going to be doing a lot of softball in the month of June and some in July. But this is her last summer traveling. We travel
Oh, okay.
we travel hundreds of miles to do that stuff. We're going to Tennessee, to Indiana, Northern Ohio. But website is going to be getting upgraded and added to. I'm booking places to do presentations, like I was telling you before. In July, I will be at the Ripley Public Library in Ripley, Ohio, doing a presentation there. There's Missy. She must have read
Nice.
the chat. Um, so I was
Hey,
there
Missy.
5 years ago, and I did a
Mhm.
film premiere there and a presentation, and that was really cool. And they liked it, and I guess they missed it after 5 years and wanted me to come back. I guess they're trying to fill their panel or their schedule for upcoming months. So they were like, "Oh, we haven't had him since 2017. We'll ask him back." I'm going to try to do it once a year. Do it a once a year thing.
Nice. Mhm.
I'd like to do it more at other places, but most places just want me to show them evidence and talk about scary, creepy places. They don't want me to poo-poo on the paranormal and
Oh.
teach them about debunking, which is what I like to do, and teach people how to use
Mhm.
equipment and all that. Of course, and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
they don't want me to take any of the fun out of it. I understand,
Yeah,
but
they don't want any in-depth stuff.
well, they want people to come because they believe in the paranormal and they like ghost stories. They like seeing what you call evidence, which Really, they're just
Mm-hmm.
anomalies. We don't know if they're, we can't say they're evidence of life after death because it's not. It's definitely not evidence of life after death. There's no such thing. But, it's interesting when you do all the methodical debunking and trying to figure out explanations for everything. At the end of the day, you might have
Mm-hmm.
some rare piece of audio or video or something that you cannot explain, which is exciting. But
Mm-hmm.
you don't know for sure what's causing that. You cannot say with 100%
Mm-hmm.
certainty that it's a ghost or a spirit or the devil. You can't.
Yeah. Yeah, too many people throw that demon word around, right?
Yeah, they do. Because people believe, they have their beliefs, and they like to
Mm-hmm.
incorporate their beliefs in their form of escape, which is, you know, TV, movies, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I try not to, bash people for wanting to get into that kind of stuff, but I feel like that there's a separation. You should have a line. That stuff's over there, this stuff's over here. Darren, I see your comment. I've been waiting for this uh thing that he wants to do with me. I'm very excited to work with him.
Paracon.
Yeah. He's wanting to do a
Nice.
Paracon at the jail next year. And I would love to be a part of the first Paracon at that location. That would be sick. That would be really cool. It's pretty exciting for Darren over there. He's got a whole lot more control and things he can do with the jail, which I find super cool.
Oh yeah, he definitely likes being there.
Yep. Before the board would block a lot of things they wanted to do, or it was really crappy to have to deal with them to take certain ideas and things they want to do and get it voted on, or they have to, clear things or get blocked. But not anymore. They gave almost full control to a guy that runs the public haunt and the paranormal stuff out there, and he's teamed up with him to do private paranormal investigations, public hunts, and this Paracon, which hopefully happens. It's going to be
Oh
cool.
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Hey, Lucum.
Lucum Spookum. Nice handle, man. So yeah, the website. I'm wanting to nerd out about that. If you want me to, I got some notes here. I know you've been to the website at least once.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to throw out your links all the time.
All right. So
Spam the chat.
um there is a section that when you talk about burden of proof, a lot of people throw around evidence like we spoke about a little bit. I want to talk about the burden of proof and how, the burden kind of lies on paranormal investigators to come up with proof and where their shortcomings lie. How to investigate the paranormal claims using science. I kind of touch on it a little bit on the website, and I go through it. I speak about it a lot on shows and videos, but I want something there that people can go to easily and have kind of like a resource on the page itself that they can just go to and find easily for that. How to manage
Yeah.
belief systems is another thing I want to add to it. How to use the scientific method a little bit more clearly than I have on there. Data acquisition, redefining the paranormal, defining anomalous phenomena through proper analysis and peer review, the pros and cons to paranormal TV, and experiments testing hypothesis. Also, I'm also really excited to do this. I want to do a frequently asked questions part on the website. People can go there, and if they're trying to determine if their house is haunted, what are the frequently asked questions or the main things, which is something I really don't see on people's websites, paranormal websites. I'm sure there
Yeah,
are
it's
out
all
there,
normally. But
but
I
I
think they're
don't see it
few
a
and
lot.
far between for stuff like that, you know? very few and far between.
If you have if you're listening, you have a website that's like that, please send me the link to your website because I want to check it out. But yeah, I want to start adding stuff to the website and making it better because it's so freaking expensive. If I'm going to pay for it, I might as well keep making it better.
Yeah, make it worth the while for the money you're spending, for sure.
But for those in the chat that do not know me or haven't heard anything that I've said about the paranormal or have watched anything that I've put out there or published, feel free to ask questions. I've been doing it for 10 years. Pretty hardcore. Like I said, the last 2 years have not been hardcore, but I have been doing research. I constantly research. I constantly try to learn more and get better. I constantly network. And yeah, I know a lot.
And you tell it like it is.
Yeah, I don't beat around the
you
bush.
No, Justin does not pull any punches. He says it like it is. That's what I like about you.
Yeah, what you see is what you get. I don't try to make people like me, using, charming personas that you see a lot of people use online, which is fine. I'm just not that person.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not. No, I can attest to that with all the Discord things back in the day.
No, we don't talk about that. I do plan to clean it up. When I start the live shows back up, I really do plan to clean it up. And my mom, she gave me feedback, and it makes you think, because if you're serious about trying to get a broader audience and a larger audience, because if you wish to, educate people, get people, connect with others and get feedback from them, the more the merrier, right? So, you don't want to turn people off. Yeah. You don't want to, tone the vulgarity way down, you don't want to be abrasive, and you don't want to be what's the word? Yeah.
Obnoxious?
Well,
obnoxious.
Yeah. You don't want to be controversial, and you don't want to be, offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Because people get offended very easily.
Oh, very easily. Very, very easily. Yeah. But yeah, I try not to have too much cursing and swearing on my shows, but sometimes it just happens, right? But I mean, I have a small audience. I have a small channel, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But when you don't expect somebody to say something, and you're kind of like, in your head, you're going, oh, did they just say that?
I've been
alive,
there. Right? I have done it. I have done some questionable things.
No, not you. No, not you.
Yeah,
Justin.
it started as the paranormal show, and towards the end, it ended up being the adult show.
Yeah, and then we moved to Discord.
and that's when it's a free for all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of go unfiltered at that point.
Yeah.
You want to have fun, though.
Out of things to talk about. Oh, of course, yeah. But I mean, there's a right way and there's a wrong way. If you want to extend your viewing audience and you're talking about more things, you kind of do want to be a little more serious in some aspect, right? With, like you said, still with a little bit of fun, but more serious added to it.
My audience, there seems to be a spectrum of people, but most of them, they appreciate my bluntness and my, straightforward approach. A lot of people don't want to poo-poo on anything, on anybody's beliefs, on their, what they believe is evidence, what they believe is actual paranormal phenomena. Most of my audience wants to know what is and what isn't. They want to know how to use things, how not to use things. That's who I usually engage with. But there's a few people out there that, would probably disagree with half or maybe more than half of what I say, but for some reason they still tune in. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It has to be something other than, what I have to say is how I'm saying
I
it.
think it's your personality. I think
It could
it's your
be.
personality. You've got a very outgoing, funny personality. You never know what to expect from you next, kind of thing.
Right.
And I think
Yeah.
that's what grabs people's attention.
They like me
Right?
because I'm a
I
smart
really
ass.
do. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I won't deny that.
Yeah, I've stopped fighting being a smart ass. I just embrace it. But I try to filter it to the point where I don't offend people. I
Mm.
already pissed my wife and kids off enough. They have to deal with that. So
Oh, poor Christy.
why punish people online that are trying to be entertained or
Serious. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, Darren's right. People get offended so easily nowadays.
Mhm. What have you been
They
doing? Like,
really do.
have you been trying to do any kind of research, investigation stuff? Like, since I haven't seen your YouTube in here recently.
I haven't had a chance to go investigating. The last investigation I did was last April, I think it was. But it was just like I wasn't live or anything. Um, where I used to live, there's an old farmhouse right next door, and we went up there and got quite a bit of evidence. But because I don't know if it's because I'm not monetized, but you need like 1,000 subs to go live mobile, right? So I couldn't do it. So we were just
I
kind of
think it's
hanging
100.
out, kind of thing. Oh, they changed it again?
It was 100 when I started my channel. They could have raised it.
Yeah, I think it went up to 1,000 subs before you could go live from your phone. So
How many
I got a long way to go for that.
subs do you need to go live on YouTube? To live stream on mobile, you need at least 50 subscribers. That's
Oh,
what
only 50.
that's what
Wow.
Google said. So
Hmm.
you have more than
They
50
changed it again.
subscribers,
Yeah,
but you still can't
yeah,
go live?
400 and I don't have a working cell phone right now.
Oh,
That's the problem too, right? And where I'm living now, I'm in the middle of nowhere where I am now. And I'm going to start investigating like outside and going live. Like I can take my laptop outside and live stream. I don't know if you remember the one place I used to live. I used to live stream like all year round, like in the middle of winter too,
yeah.
in
You
freezing
used to do a
cold
lot of
weather. It
stuff.
was,
You used to be on your porch running a spirit box quite a bit.
yeah. Oh yeah. 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 So I want to start doing that again. I do SB7 sessions on these shows when I don't have a guest scheduled. I actually had two shows going. I had the Sunday Open Forum, and then I started up this one about what 3 months ago, something like that. But it got a little bit overwhelming because I have other things that I do outside of this, and I just don't have the energy to do two shows a week because my Sunday show was at 3 in the afternoon, right? And I just find this easier for doing it at night. So I've just kind of put that on hiatus indefinitely, my Sunday show. So,
So, out of the live shows that I did, what was your favorite?
um, you're interviewing me now. That's okay.
Well, I asked because
Um,
if I start up, I want to know what you and other people used to watch me like the most, so I kind of have an idea what they're what you want to see.
well, I really enjoyed like your live investigations, especially when you had your mom with you.
I bet.
I really enjoyed those shows. Like your mom is great. She's funny. Uh, if I had to pick one show, I don't know. That's really hard to say because I enjoyed all of them.
You didn't have a favorite? You
I
just
thought,
liked them all equally?
yeah. Well, you
Okay.
did so many, it's hard to think back of, one particular one. Um, yeah,
There,
Soapbox. Yeah, Soapbox. I
there,
really enjoyed those.
yeah. What I was trying to do when I was trying to get started back up was do a mixture with the new reboot of Necromancer. I was trying to do a mixture of soapbox, Friday shows, and interviews. And is that, I mean, since you said you liked all of them, I was going to try to do like a loose format to where I just mixed it up. Like I did maybe
Hmm.
one or all three of those shows in one show, or I just kind of alternated. Like one time I would interview somebody, the next time I would just like do it like a Friday hangout show, or maybe the next week or the next show I would do more of a soapbox show where I kind of lectured and told people what I thought about a certain
Hmm.
topic. And I thought that was probably the best thing at the time, but I'm not sure now. I don't I don't know because I feel like if I did that, I would have to keep that up. You know? Which is
Yeah,
I would have to
yeah.
put three shows into one show, and I'm kind of like, oh boy, that sounds like
That's a lot of work.
a lot of work. So I don't want to put
Hmm.
some kind of
Yeah.
pressure on myself, but I know that if I'm going to do the shows and want them to grow, I need to be consistent. That's why I kind of like step
Mm.
back. I didn't want to do like once a month or one every 2 months, or started up like 3 weeks, do a show and then not do one for a month. It just didn't feel like I should do that. But I'm thinking
Well,
that
I like the ones where you explained the different equipment and how it works.
mhm.
Like they were very informative shows, right? Because I mean, there's a lot of people out there, like people that are just getting into the field and they don't know a lot about certain pieces of equipment. And you explained pretty good on how that works, and you know, I think you even said to people, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. That I don't I don't think this type of this per certain equipment would work or whatever.
Oh, I say that a lot. That's one of my favorite things to say. Like, you know, m- it's a toss up. I actually think the SLS camera might be the worst thing to use. And a
Oh
close
well,
second,
everybody knows you don't like that.
yeah, and the close second would have to be the RRDR60. That those
Okay.
two are very close. And then, of course, there's a lot of ITC devices out there I don't like, like Ovilus devices or devices similar to those.
Mm,
And now I try not to trash spirit boxes. During my spirit box research when I first started, I have heard very insane things come over them. But the problem is, as I've grown older and, as times went on and the more serious I got about trying to make those things you hear on a spirit box valid as far as it being anomalous, you have to ask yourself, what does anomalous mean? Because when you turn on a spirit box and you're hearing audio and radio snippets or whatever coming through it, how do you know it's
yeah,
anomalous? How do you know it's just not what's coming through it normally and you're just
exactly. Yeah.
interpreting it? So
Mm,
there's very few ways to know if it's anomalous, and those few ways are a lot of hard work. Then that would turn 99% of people away that do spirit box research, because the setups
mm,
and the analysis of the set, what you get out of it is sucky. It's really sucky.
yeah.
If I
Yeah.
think it sucks, the normal paranormal investigator is not even going to want to do it. Trust me. And I have released
Yeah.
videos, and they are on my website and YouTube channel. One of the methods are using two synced spirit boxes, going into a 4-channel recorder with wireless receivers and transmitters to test 2 ideas, right? Because some people believe that spirits are manipulating the spirit box with inside the device. Some people believe that they're manipulating the radio waves in the air. Excuse me. So I have a setup to test both those ideas, and
Oh, cool.
it sucks. It sucks real bad. I plan to trying to make a device that make it not suck, but I'm nowhere close to being able to do that. And Josh and I would have to have a working prototype for Josh to try to build it, and I'm not there.
Oh, my sister is in the chat. Prism DCE is my sister.
Nice. Older or younger?
Yeah, we're younger, 3 years younger than me. Yeah.
I bet she makes fun of you all the time because you're older, huh?
No, I think it. You had to say that, didn't you? She's probably laughing at me now. I'm actually. My sister and I have been talking about having her on, because the townhouse that she used to live in, extremely haunted. Like, there's a guy that I think is Michael. Something had happened to him in the basement, and when I was living there, I put my. I think I had a BlackBerry at the time, or a voice recorder or something, and I put it in the basement, and I left it there overnight. And the next day, I was, just listening back to it while I was on her computer, and this male voice came through. It sounded like he was right on top of it and said, "Hi." I almost jumped out of my chair. I almost did. Like, it was pretty interesting. His name was Richard. I'm sorry. I'm forgetful in my old age. But yeah, I'd like to have her on so we can, talk about, things that happened there. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, Jesse James. Who else is in here? I said hi to Dom. I'm not sure who Debbie Ang is. Is that one of your people, Justin?
Debbie?
Debbie Ang. Devil Ang? I'm not sure.
I tell you what, I don't ever recognize that YouTube channel. And I tell you what, I don't do much on YouTube. So if they're here because of me, I would like to know how they found out I was going to be here, because I did not tell anyone. DV
Ang.
Welcome.
DV.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
So yeah, I've had.
I don't know who it is.
I've had insane experiences. They happened a long time ago. Every once in a while, I'll get a pretty decent something will happen. Like, I know that's unexplainable. Of course, I don't just chalk it up to whatever. But if it's me and my mom talking to each other about what we believe it is what it is. It's there's entities out there. There's deceased entities out. People that are still among us. And there is weird things that is hard to understand and describe. And a lot of times on my show, I try to describe it as psychokinetic manifestations and entities. It's almost like thought forms that manifest, and things that manifest out of people's fears. And there's things called PK agents that give rise to poltergeist activity. And I believe a lot of what people experience are PK manifestations and not deceased.
Can you explain what that is to people?
I can try, because it's so weird and so complex, and there's such a vast spectrum of different things that it could be. What typically people experience is energy that gets stored in the environment. Of course, this is not woo. This is scientifically proven that everything that happens in a house, in a building, in a place, gets stored there. The quantum information gets stored there. So the theory is that people will perceive a spike of that reliving of that energy. Okay, it could be footsteps,
Okay.
it could be a voice, it could be a spike or like a sudden spontaneous springing of that energy that's being stored. You can say stone tape theory, you can say whatever. We don't know what it is, but my model that I'm working on states that everyone has some, level of psychic ability. So they perceive
Yeah.
it in a moment. It's sometimes spontaneous, sometimes it's beyond spontaneous. It could be predicted or happens more readily, more, frequently. But
Hmm.
it's not a dead person doing it. It's the energy. And a lot of people that are very psychic or moderately sensitive or psychic will see
Mm.
people. They will see what looks to them as a ghost or a spirit, which I don't believe is most of the time. I believe that they're psychically perceiving the energy that's there. Like if you go to a bar or an old building or a hospital, all that energy is saturated. And the more psychokinetic energy saturated in certain locations, the more active it will be psychokinetically. It is very rare for someone to choose not to cross. And when they choose not to cross, they only choose to interact with certain people. They don't interact with everyone that comes
Everybody.
there. They only interact with
Hmm.
loved ones, friends, so on and so forth. But I plan
Yeah.
to have a book later after I've done enough research to be, satisfied with these ideas. Astro projection. So, based on my research of it and my limited experience with it, people seemingly have the ability to perceive further than their eyes can see. So they're able to leave their body and project their psychic senses remotely. And there seems to be no range limit to it. It
Oh,
seems like you
wow.
can basically go anywhere and
Hmm.
places you've never been before. So it's very, very interesting what people are able to do. It seems to be a normal mode of consciousness, but something that we don't normally use unless some select people find it easy to do it. Some people have discovered they are able to do it on accident, like if they get hurt and they go to the hospital, they're put under anesthesia, or if they had near death experience, they'll have an outer body experience and are able to kind of fly around and perceive outside their body. Some people are able to hone in on their ability to astral project and see places. Like the government's done lots of research on these people, and they do it for espionage purposes and information gathering. So
Mm.
it is a thing, but it's not my area of expertise, unfortunately. So that's about all I can say about it. The chosen ones. Yep. Some people feel like it's a gift and a curse at the same time.
Yeah, well, it's like me. I'm a sensitive and an empath, and I have a hard time dealing with it sometimes. Like, I haven't learned how to shut it off. Like, I can, you know, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I'm so tired today. Um, I can, I have no problem making it like ease off, but I can't like totally shut it right off. Like, I could be having a conversation with somebody, and they could be talking about somebody that I don't even know, or something that they think is going to happen, and automatically I'll hear things in my head and it comes out my mouth right away, you know
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very hard for me to turn it off. Like, there's a house that's just down the road from here, and apparently something had happened in the house with two people. And I used to get right creeped out when I used to go past it. But now, because I go past it more frequently, um, they'll actually say hi to me. as I'm going by, they'll be like, hey. And if I don't respond to them or if I don't acknowledge them when I'm going by, it's like they get angry, if that makes any sense. It's like, hey, how come you're not acknowledging us? Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really weird sometimes how that happens. But, it is what it is. Like I'm happy that I have these gifts. But the thing is with me, a lot of times, like, I can really feel people's feelings very strongly. And sometimes I wish I wasn't able to do that. They can say so much about what's going on, and I'm automatically like feeling, their hurt, their pain, you know, them being upset and everything. But I just don't know how to shut that off. Like I try to clear my mind a lot, and that works sometimes, but not always. It's a blessing and a curse, right?
Right. So I have some suggestions that
Mm.
might help. So on an empathic level, what I believe and what I understand about empaths is most people, not all, but most people that I've met and done research with are empathic because at a very young age they have had to deal with stressful home lives, traumatic home lives, abuse. For example, if mom and dad fight a lot and you as a child have to rely on reading a room, reading them, knowing when they're angry, upset, when to walk on eggshells, when is it okay. At a young age, you
Yeah.
become hyper intuitive about reading situations and reading them. And it's a defense mechanism. And
Okay.
and once you start naturally doing that, you'll take it elsewhere. You'll go to school and you'll start reading other people. You'll start reading your friends, your students that you're going to school with, the teachers, and
Mm,
before you know it, you're reading everyone and all the places you go all the time, subconsciously. And
yeah.
when you're reading them, you are reinforcing your own anxieties and fears about all these things because you're trying to avoid it and you're trying to protect yourself from it. So the things that you feel like you're empathic, like all of that, it's usually negative things, but sometimes it's not. But usually it's negative things because that's what
Mm,
you're trying to clue in on. So knowing that information, if you know that it is a self-defense mechanism, it's an intuition that you developed since you're a child, maybe knowing that and being conscious of that will help ease certain situations. You can start to filter it out or be aware of it when it's happening in certain situations, like if you go to a concert, if you go to the grocery store. A lot of times people go to the grocery store at Walmart, God forbid, and every mostly everybody in there hates their lives. Okay, they're at Walmart. Okay, they can't afford to go to nice places to shop, so they fucking go to Walmart.
yeah.
And everybody is miserable being at Walmart, and you're
And
picking
you
up
can
on that.
feel,
You can,
oh,
it's like
yeah.
a cesspool of FML. So that is why
Yeah.
people have a hard time. So if you know this going in and you just kind of ground yourself and kind of mentally prepare yourself, like, look, everybody in here is frustrated, they're in a hurry, they probably had a shitty day. I'm
Yeah.
just going to go in here with, blinders on. I'm going to go do what I need to
Mm,
do. I know it's going to be in there. It's going to be all right. I just got to deal with my shit. I'm going to get in and get out. And most of the
yeah.
time that will work. But when you're walking into that situation without consciously knowing that and consciously being aware of those mechanisms that we have developed, you will have trouble, especially if you're not aware that that you're trying to ignore or repress that you are struggling. You're trying,
Yeah. Yeah.
you've had a bad week, something may have happened, and you're trying not to consciously deal with it, and you're repressing, if not all of it, most of it, but something will trigger
Hmm.
you and it'll be bam.
Yeah. Like a ton of bricks. Yeah. Because I've gone
Mm-hmm.
into places and, like big stores, lots of people, and I get in there and I'm fine, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm looking around and it's like I just want to get in here, do my thing, and get out because it can be overwhelming at times.
Oh yeah.
Um, very, very overwhelming.
I do want to add, I mean, I know you were mentioning going by that house and dealing with those
Mhm.
energies and consciousness there. Um, over the 10 years of me thinking about all this, and I talked about most places you're just dealing with psychokinetic energy. The reason I believe
Mhm.
this is, like I said, people who do not actually cross when they die is rare, and there's a reason why it's rare. It's unnatural for people not to cross, or it's unnatural for people not to fully leave this world. It's not something you want to do, and here's why. It's hell. It's purgatory.
Okay.
You
I
know,
was just gonna ask you if that's what it was. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
my limited experience with it is like a quick story. There was a man and a woman who lost their child, a teenage daughter. She died in their house. It affected the mother extremely bad. And the father was trying to move on and trying to get past it, but the mother wouldn't. She was having nightmares. She would, make little shrines of her. She would not let her go. And long story short, she ended up not crossing, in my opinion, in my belief, because she was afraid of mom. How mom was acting. She was just lingering and lingering. And
Yeah.
once I was able to tell the father, look, this is what's happening. You don't need to leave your wife. You need to stick by her. You need to do what you can for the amount of time that you need to allow her to cross. And he did.
Yeah.
At the last few years, he hung on there. They eventually separated because it was just
Oh.
too much. But I think I prolonged their relationship long enough to allow their daughter to cross because he did not report anything after. And I mean, the stuff I got from their house is insane. But I believe in those certain rare situations or special circumstances, yes, that is somebody who's not crossed. And there's
Oh.
so much physical manifestation and it's so much in your face. And it's almost
Yeah.
directly when you try to ask for things. Then when I asked her to do things, she did them immediately. And she was able to do things that are extremely rare. Okay, physically.
Oh wow.
But when you're going by a house and you're picking up on those energies, I don't believe
Mhm.
I'm not there, so I don't know for sure, but I don't believe that there's actual people, their spirits there still. Because why would they be? Why would they be?
Exactly. Why would they want to stay where this happened?
So
So would it just be like their energies that are still
yes,
resonating
but
in the residence?
this is why it's weird. Okay. They're interacting with you like they are alive. This is
Yeah,
why
that's
it's
what it
weird.
feels like. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are. Okay. So it's like you're in a VR environment with these energies that have AI. Okay. If
Okay.
if
Okay.
you're psychic, those energies will become alive. Okay. It's like you breathe life. Acknowledging them there breathes life into them and they become conscious and alive.
Oh
That's
wow.
how weird it is. Okay. And this is
That's pretty
very,
yeah.
very against what a lot of people believe. Okay.
Mm.
But I'm telling you, everywhere's, a psychic or a sensitive, everywhere they go, they're picking up on this stuff. This is not, it's,
Oh yeah.
we're not in a place, in my belief, we're not in a place where people just don't cross and they're everywhere. That's not natural. What is natural
Mhm.
is all this energy is around us and we can pick up on it. And it
Mhm.
can come alive to us. And that's why a lot of psychics get confused because they feel like they're talking to grandma, but you're not talking to grandma. You're talking to grandma's energy.
Yeah,
That
that makes sense. It does. Yeah.
because I mean, I know we only got 10 minutes left, and I would love to sit here and talk to you hours about this. But if you look at
You have to
us,
work in the morning.
yes, if you look at us, if we have spirits, they're separate from our physical body, right?
Mhm.
They're separate, but they're tethered to our physical body. We have our own physical mind and our own physical consciousness that is separate from the soul. So with that being said, we are just energy that has been breathed into. We're energy that's manifested physically, but we're just energy. Okay. And
Yeah.
our consciousness is intertwined with an energy field that we don't understand. Okay. There is, if we have a soul, then our consciousness is outside of our brain. Scientists like to say that our consciousness emerges from our brain. But if that's
Mm-hmm.
true, when we're dead, that's it. There's no memory of us, or we're gone. But
Mm-hmm.
me and you both don't believe that because of what we've experienced, of what we
Mm-hmm.
feel about it. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
are just energy interacting with other energies as if we were souls, but we're not. We're not our souls. We're bodies and conscious energy.
We're
That's just
just
the
a
way I,
vessel. This is
yeah,
just a vessel.
yeah,
Yeah.
we, you can debate how interactive our souls and our conscious bodies are.
Mm-hmm.
They're totally separate. And I'd like to argue
Yeah.
that our souls are not as individual as people think, because I've been in situations where people have crossed over and they go back to what most people would generalize as God, as the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
souls and spirits and angels and beings all come down to this earth to be humans and to be animals and to be other things, because you can only experience this being this. You can't experience pain and suffering and love and all the other stuff as an angel or as a
Yeah.
soul. You can't. The only way you know what love is if you know experience the flip side of love. Because
Mm.
if you've never experienced hate, you can't compare it to what love feels like. If you
True.
want to
Yeah.
experience life, you have to die. Okay? You don't know what mortality is unless you die. You don't know what love is unless you know how to hate. You don't know what happiness unless you know how to, you experience sad. It's the only way to do it. So
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
they come down. That's why, if you
Mm-hmm.
read all the literature about all the angels, how they came and fell to earth and how they rebelled against God and all that, that's how it came to be. So yeah, as you can tell, I've thought about this quite a lot.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's what I like about you too. Like, if you're gonna talk about a specific topic, you don't just skim over it. Like you like go in depth, so people have a better understanding of what you're talking about. Compared to some of them, like they'll start a topic about something, and they don't really explain it, um, so everybody can understand it. They seem to think that, okay, well, I'm going to say this and everybody's going to know what I'm talking about. But that's not always the case. There's a lot of people out there that don't know anything about any of this. And they need somebody like you to explain it to them,
Well,
like go in depth about stuff.
I want to like enrich the thought process. A lot of people will have a belief, but
Mm,
they don't have a lot of ideas flushed out. They don't think about it and flush out, like, does that make sense? Because the only way we can really do it is like a thought experiment. We can't actually know without dying and
mm,
going through it at all and knowing for sure. So it's kind of like a thought
yeah.
experiment. So if you're going to have thought experiments, you need to think of these things with some level of critical thinking and rationale.
Mm,
So
yeah.
if you die, you have to make a choice. Like, do I stick around because I miss my wife and my kids? Yeah, sure, you might initially, but you will know that that's just going to drive you crazy because you'll be there forever and they'll die anyway. And you'll know that
Yeah.
in spirit, you'll know that that's going to happen anyway. So it may feel like, you'll stick around for a little while, but it will quickly pass. It'll very quickly pass because you'll feel motivated to be pulled to cross too. There'll be others there trying to get you to cross because they know that there will be some resistance. And the natural thing to do is to cross and to move on. That could mean letting go of your memories almost completely. And that's another reason why people may not consider crossing, is because they don't let go of their memories. They clutch onto them.
They want to hold on to something. Yeah.
Well, it's their identity. Because if you think about it, if you give up your memories and your whole identity, that could be scary. But,
oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But the choice isn't like you're looking at the McDonald's menu and trying to decide between a Big Mac or a McChicken. It's way different than that.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
I wouldn't think so, no.
It's not.
No.
And you can go on for hours explaining how it is, and it's never the same for one person either. It's not the same for each person.
Mm-hmm.
What if crossing is a trap? You're going to have to explain more about that, because what would the trap be? Like going to hell or getting stuck in limbo? Like, give me an example of a trap. You have 3 minutes to ask.
Yes, Justin is only on here for an hour tonight. He has to get up early for work in the morning. But we're going to continue on for after that.
If you want to hear more about if you care about what I have to say, I got a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel, like all the VODs of my live shows. You can go watch those, but you can just go to my website, interfacedeath.net, find my social media platforms there, follow me for when I go to do more live talks and get in depth with this stuff. You can find it there if you want.
I do believe it's in the description. I'm not on YouTube. I was pretty sure that I put your YouTube channel and
we will take a look.
Maybe I only put your YouTube channel.
I can look real quick. Paranormal.
See, if I was on YouTube, I would make you a mod so you could throw your links up, but I can't do that through StreamYard.
I'll do it. It'll probably block this link. Oh, it showed up in my chat. Yes, the YouTube channel's there. Yep.
Okay.
Got my YouTube channel there. So if you're on a PC, you can see my social media links there. Soul trap machine that recycles your soul into slavery.
I missed the first one. Sorry.
I don't know anything about that, but I don't know. I think you're on your own with that, buddy. I've never heard anything about that. I don't have an answer for you. I got to read that one more time. They say crossing is a soul trap machine designed to trick you into going into a tunnel of light to cross, but your soul gets trapped and recycled. You are getting recycled, in a sense, and it's not a trap. The people who are afraid to let go of their identity, of their memories, of everything they've known on this earth will feel like it's a trap. And it will be hard for you to cross. And there will be a transitionary period in where you will ultimately cross or not. But I'm going to tell you, my friend, not crossing is the worst thing that you could possibly do in that form. And I'll tell you why before I get off here. Being stuck without a body, but you're having your conscious mind on this plane will be torture. The main reason why it's torture is you're still synced with the temporal plane that we are all on. So you'll be experiencing time for the most part. And without a body, you will start to go insane relatively quickly because you're not used to not having a body. And you'll be flying around. You'll find it hard to stay grounded, no pun intended. And if you spend a lot of time figuring out how to navigate and how to manage that situation somehow, which some entities and spirits do, you would have to have some special form of mental fortitude to maintain that. I could be wrong. I'm speaking for myself, but I don't find a situation, or I can't think of a situation where that would be healthy or good, because death is only a, you know, level of existence. When you die,
Yep.
you're supposed to go on to the next. You're not supposed to hold on to your consciousness without your body. That's doesn't make sense to me. But if it makes sense to you, by all means, do you, bro. Do you. At the end of the day, do you. That's how, where I'm going to leave it. And that's where I'll have to sign off, Arden. I'm very, very sorry.
No, that's quite okay. I'm glad you were able to put an hour aside to come on. We'll have to try and get you on again. I would actually still like to get like your whole team on at one time.
Why would you have to
So
let
now
go of
I've had
your memories? Because they're a part of your physical being, and you have to leave your physical being. Do some research on people who lose their memory before they die. I mean, memory is a very interesting thing with people with Alzheimer's, people that have their microtubules unravel in their brains and no longer remember. People who work in anesthesiology, they have a lot to say about memory. But there are people alive right now that can't remember jack crap. Okay, and they seem okay. They seem fine, other than the fact that their loved ones are suffering, but they seem fine.
yeah.
Hey, man, I hope you have a good night. I will do this again. When I start, having people on and doing live streams again, I'll have you on at some point, and
Nice.
we'll
That'd
we'll
be great.
we'll
Yeah.
talk about weird shit again.
Hey, that works for me. Like I said, I still would like to get all of you guys on the show. Like I've had Josh on, and now been able to have you on. So yeah,
Boy, you're in for
eventually
a
it'd be
hoot
nice to
then.
have all of it. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely, absolutely.
Hi, Wolf. Sorry. Watch the VOD. I'm sorry, I have to get off here, guys.
Hey, Helena.
Yeah, I will see you. I'm signing off. You have a good night, Arden, Sam.
Yeah, you have a good night too. Thanks for being here, Justin.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, so it's just me. Well, you know what? What we can do here is I could have an open panel. Um, yeah, I could have an open panel, or I could get my spirit box going. You'll have to excuse me. I am very tired. Like I was out in the sun all day today working, and these headphones are just killing my ears. But when I have guests on, I have to have headphones. I don't have a guest now, but I'm just too lazy to take them off. People with Alzheimer's actually. Oh, hang on a second here. People with Alzheimer's actually regain their memory temporarily before they pass. Oh, I've never heard that before. No, I have not. Yeah, if you want to come up, I will. I'm gonna have to open up Facebook again here. Give me one sec. Yeah, I'll send you the link through Messenger on Facebook. Give me one sec, Helena. Do, 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 do. I'm so tired. I feel like I could sleep for a week. I really do. The sun was friggin' hot out here today. All right. Facebook is taking a while to load up. That's why sorry, I was just reading something on Facebook. Okay, hang on a second. Are you on Facebook right now, Helena? I don't see you. Hang on, just let me find you in Messenger here. I know you're here somewhere. You're probably way down here somewhere. Oh no, that's way too far back. Yeah, because I don't want to put it in the chat. Why? Oh, there you are. All right, hang on a second here. Yeah, I just found you in Messenger from before. I just need to do the link again. It needs to cooperate with me. All right. There we go. There we go. There is the link. Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. All right, I sent you the link on Facebook. Hey. No, I can't really hear you. Oh, that's a bit better. Might have been on my end. I don't know what it is. I have to, like, when I have my headphones on, I have to turn the volume, like, right up.
Okay.
Yeah. And my Wi-Fi is not, my Wi-Fi signal. You still have your cough, yeah? Yeah.
It's annoying. It comes and goes. You know, sometimes it's good and then it just gets bad again.
Oh, your audio just clicked in really good. I can hear you really good now.
Okay, awesome. I'm using my webcam's
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah, that's what I use too. Like I've got one of the stand-up mics, but ever since I bought this cam, I find that the audio is better from the cam than it is on the other mic.
Oh wow.
And plus, it keeps on falling over. Yeah, the other mic kept on falling over on me all the time, so I gave up.
Yeah, because my headphones, they have this, you know, I can like attach here. But I overthink my breathing, and because I keep coughing, you know, I feel like
Yeah.
it's more annoying. So this microphone is like more far away. So
Yeah, same with me. Well, it's not that far away, but it's far enough. Yeah.
because I feel like if I breathe or eat or something, it's just like right there. I keep overthinking it. I don't know. I use it like for voiceovers and stuff like that, but live streams, this is what I'm
Yeah.
using.
Yeah. What's my sister saying? Go ahead to switch browsers. Oh, you're back under a different name. I knew it was you. Yeah, SB Tribute. That's my sister in the chat.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
tired?
I'm so tired that I thought. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was.
Me too.
Today I was helping a neighbor at her house. She's an older lady. She's like what, 74, and I was helping her. I cut her grass, and in the heat, it was unbearable. But I did it.
Mm,
So yeah,
yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
I should be sleeping, but it's 6 a.m.
I was just gonna. You're like 9 hours ahead, right? Well, I'm in Canada, so it would be more. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
What
10
time is it?
after 11. It's 11:10 p.m. where I am.
So 7 hours.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's
You-
6:10 a.m.
Yeah, because I know England, like the UK, is 5 hours difference from
Mm,
me. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's early morning. I've been
You
almost
never
up.
sleep
Almost.
anyways.
Well, I don't know, like lately, past couple days I've been sleeping a lot. Um, but yeah, sometimes I stay up whole night. I feel like because like my channel and this community and everything, it kind of like changed my sleeping schedule. So I'm like living
Mm.
kind of like your time
U.S.
instead of
time. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you're living U.S. time. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Where are you? I'm in Finland. Finland. Gosh, I don't know if energy drinks help. Maybe I should drink water.
yeah,
I never,
I think water might help. Yeah.
because I never drank enough water. So,
Maybe
hello.
you need to start using a puffer, an inhaler.
Hmm.
Puffer. You know what a puffer is.
Yeah.
That might help.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I got allergy medication, but it hasn't really helped. So
Oh, really?
this is
Wow.
just some annoying something because I was sick and now I had like this cough for almost 2 weeks now, or more than that. I don't even know anymore.
You've had it for quite a while. I
Yeah,
think it's like
because I
almost a month now. I
yeah,
think.
because we had the live
Mm.
stream planned and I was sick,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that was like, when was it?
Um, the 17th.
Mm, so that's
The 17th. 2
one,
weeks ago.
2 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, a little bit over
But you
two
had that
weeks.
cough. Yeah, you've had that cough even before that, though.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Mm.
I didn't have like high fever. It was like kind of annoying, kind of like my temperature was like
Oh,
higher than normal, and I am very sensitive for like temperature change in my body. It's like little change, and I'm like dead. So
yeah.
it was annoying because usually you heal faster when the fever goes high. But if it stays
Yeah.
like kind of there, it's just gonna last longer, and it's so annoying. And I was just like, please, please, just I want that high
Yes.
fever
Go
for a
away.
day or
Yeah.
two, and it goes away. But nah, it was like 1 week. I was just like, it was
Wow.
awful. And now I have this
We have
cough.
the new reality here. Hey, Cody.
Hi.
Sometimes
Gosh.
I don't know if it's going to be Cody or Sean.
Yeah, I was just on a Paranormal 54's panel and I left because I was like, I go to bed. But then I saw you were alive, so I came here and then now I'm here.
Yeah,
It's like,
Justin from Interface Stuff, he was only able to come on for like an hour because he's got to get up early in the morning. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm hoping to have them all, everybody from Interface Stuff on at some point. Yeah, when they have time. Oh, Frank's here too. Hey, Frank. I know Frank's always changing his name, but the thing is, when he changes his name,
Oh
Most
yeah, there
people
he
know
is.
that it's him. Yeah, most
Yeah,
people know it's
because
him.
the names are like always kind of like the same.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
I don't know how you call it.
That's Frank. That's Frank
I'm
for you.
Frank.
God, I hate these headphones. I really hate these headphones.
You need to get
They
new
hurt my
ones.
ears.
Like the
These
ones that
are
I have.
fairly new.
I have very small head. I found out. Like I didn't know. I always thought I have big head. But when I was at
Okay.
first I was I was like meant to or I was planning to be a streamer in Twitch, like streaming games and stuff.
Mm.
So I was looking for gaming this, gaming that. So I wanted a gaming headset. And every freaking headset I tried on, they were too big. Every time I would turn my head, they would fly. Like, what the hell? So these are the only ones that kinda like stay, like they don't fall, but they're still like loose. And they kind of like
Yeah.
so they hurt my head, like right here. Like,
Yeah, these ones they hurt my ears. Like they're as loose as they can go, but they still hurt my ears.
yeah. These are
It's
just
just if I don't wear them, there's an echo, right? There would be an echo, so I have no choice.
yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
echo is annoying. I don't know, like I don't really know what's causing that. Like
It's like it's feedback because
mm,
if somebody, like, let's say I don't have these on and you start talking, it'll come through my webcam mic,
yeah.
and that just it's like an echo effect. Yeah, it's
It's just
ridiculous.
annoying. Yeah. Because sometimes when I edit for a long time, they can like really start like hurting.
Yeah.
And these
Oh
are big
yeah.
ones too. Like they cover half of my face too, so I sweat. Because they're like
Oh
leather. Like they're
yeah.
literally yeah. They're full of makeup, but yeah, they're just hot. Like during summer, it's just like
Yeah.
uh,
At least my Wi-Fi signal's holding up tonight. That's pretty good.
yeah.
I thought it was gonna have an issue.
I
Scared
also
me.
have better internet connection now. I was finally able to get, new internet connection because
Right
I've
on.
been using the one that's provided by the building, like it's included in my rent. It used to be good. It used to be fast, but I don't know what happened. Like 6 months ago, it
Yeah.
just went slow. But I don't want to like complain because I already had issues with my landlord. She's little I don't know what's her problem, but
Mm.
I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna get my own internet.
Yeah.
I used my
Yeah.
last money for a router and everything, so now I'm broke, but at least I have internet.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
So what
can't
have you
even
been
I don't
working on lately?
um sorry. So
That's okay.
well, this Eden Springs Park series. So it's like 3-part video because there's so much footage we got. So I've been working on those.
Mm.
I have the part 1 out. I scheduled part 2. It's going to premiere this coming Tuesday next week.
Nice.
Uh,
Nice.
and now I'm working on part 3. And I'm telling you, part 3 is going to be a crazy one. There is something, the clearest disembodied voice, like a male voice, clear as day,
Oh, nice. Right
and
on.
footsteps, and just, I can't wait to edit this one. It's crazy.
Right on. Right on.
How about you?
I haven't been doing much of anything, just working out in the sun, sweating my ass off all day today.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, I need to get out investigating again at some point.
Yeah. I miss investigating. Like that last time it was at the Monroe house, and
Yeah.
yeah, I need to get back out there. I'm detoxing. I need ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah. When are you coming back to the States?
June 30.
Oh
30th.
yeah.
Sorry. And I'm staying for
Nice.
9 days, so that's gonna be cool.
You and Matt are investigating somewhere, or?
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
go
nice.
to Queen Mary, uh, Mackie Mansion, and ugh, no, my head is empty. Old Washoe Club.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
a lot of people that have been there. Yeah, I think. Well, I know that Cody has been there.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool. Cool place on my bucket list, and yeah. Oh, actually, all three
Nice.
locations are on my bucket list. There's fourth one maybe happening. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Frank. Frank.
One dowsing rod. Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
sure.
That's funny. Never a dull moment when Frank's in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I know that when I went live at 10 o'clock, there was quite a few other people that were live too.
Yeah,
Quite a few.
that's
Yeah.
something that's like when you go live or premiere new videos. I'm trying to like look for a day and time when nobody's like scheduled anything. But then some people they schedule
Yeah.
stuff like last minute. So when I'm trying to be careful so I don't schedule
Yeah.
anything at the same time as someone else, then someone else schedules at the same time as me, and then I'm like, damn it. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
can't be
Yeah.
there. I have my own thing. But yeah. And sometimes it's hard to keep up. There's so many people. Like I just sometimes I'm like,
Have a
oh
good
gosh,
night,
I
Frank.
missed it. Oh, good night.
Thanks for
Sorry.
stopping by, Frank. His names are just outrageous. I wonder what the next one's going to be.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm running out of
spacing
things
out.
to say. Yeah, me too. I am so tired. It's unbelievable.
You should go to bed. Get
Yeah,
some
I
rest.
think I'm going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got home. I think it was about 7 o'clock, like my time, and I think I passed out from like 7:30 to 8:30. But I overslept, and it was like going on 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shit, I got a show to do in an hour, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah. Oh my
didn't know if
gosh.
I
Yeah,
was gonna make it.
that had
Yeah.
happened to me also. Like it's always like I'm like, should I get a little bit sleep before this trip? Because they always start at night, like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. my time. So I'm always like, should I
Yeah.
take like a little nap before? And I end up being so tired and grumpy. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
ah, like, and it's like in so bad
Yes.
mood.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I didn't
Sometimes a
sleep
power nap.
tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes a power nap can be more harm than it is good, and that's how I
Depends.
felt. I
Like
woke up and I'm like, oh.
if it's like 10 minutes, you can keep it like 10 minutes. Yeah. But like I fall asleep.
Mhm.
I fall asleep at like literally I don't wake up. And when I finally wake up to the 20th alarm, I'm in so bad mood. Oh my god.
That's funny. That's
Yeah, so
funny.
that's why I
I'm
didn't sleep
actually
tonight
I'm
at all.
I'm debating on whether or not to turn this thing on, but I I haven't even charged the speaker, so it may not even be charged up. I could turn it on, and in 5 minutes, the speaker goes off, right? So, because normally my shows are from like 10 till midnight, right? So, and we still have a
Yeah.
couple of people here. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm debating.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Dom is
debating.
in chat. Hi, Dom.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he's always in my chat on Wednesdays usually. I had
Yeah.
him and Harley on. What did I have them on? I think it was the end of April.
I have a feeling
Yeah,
like I was live at the same time because I somehow remember and I felt bad that I couldn't be there.
Oh, you know what? I don't really worry about stuff like that. Like, I mean, yeah, 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. Was it 2 weeks ago, Dawn?
Because I have a feeling like I remember and I was like, damn it, I
Maybe.
wish I could be there, but oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so hard to like
No.
keep up with everyone. Like there's so many people, and then I try to schedule my things like super early, but then maybe I schedule it too early and people forget about it, and then it's a
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
another thing. So
Well, because that's like when I was doing my Sunday Open Forum show, it was at 3 in the afternoon. And then I put that on hiatus while I still had it going. And then I started the night shift, this show. And I thought, well, 10 o'clock would be a good time. But there are still other people that go live. But, you know, a lot of people have said to me, well, don't worry about it. You know, if that's your scheduled time, go live, right? So that's why I set, you know, like that time, like permanently for the show, you know.
yeah.
Man, these headphones really hurt. Oh, God.
Well, you should, get some rest. You can get your headphones off.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about just running the spirit box for like, what time is it? It's almost 11:30. Yeah, I could probably run it for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Probably.
So you have
What's that? I'm giving up on that and creating, even really thinking of dropping paranormal. Oh, really?
oh, that sucks.
Wow. You would be missed, Dom, if you gave it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Gabber Beast, he says, box it up. He wants me to turn it on. If you
Yeah,
could give me one
I
second,
thought about
Helena, if you don't mind holding down the fort for like a minute or two, I will be right back.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's fine. I can
I'll
talk
be
to
right
chat.
Okay. I'll be right back.
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, about like giving up on paranormal and everything. I know that feeling. That happened to me a couple times, mostly because of drama, getting involved with the wrong people, and it destroying my mental health. And I really didn't feel motivated to do anything. And I thought like, oh, maybe paranormal isn't for me. I didn't feel it anymore. It didn't feel fun. And now I have these people around me and amazing boyfriend and everything. It's just, I got that spark back. I thought I'm not gonna get back. And I'm so happy about that. Sorry, that was a little bit deeper, but Dom, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what's going on. It's not none of my business, but you can talk to me if you want. You can message me. Oh, I can hear my echo.
Okay, is there an echo? Do you hear an echo?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, I hear myself
Yeah?
like a few seconds later.
Oh, man. Oh, well, I tried. Hang on a second.
Wait, oh, nobody really liked my stuff. What are you talking about? Your stuff is great. Like,
Yeah, what am I missing here?
Um, yeah, Dom, he's saying like nobody really like his stuff. I like your videos. You're awesome. I'm just like I haven't really been um really active on like watching paranormal content. Like I don't know why. Maybe it's because I create and I edit and I work so much on my own stuff that I just don't watch paranormal investigations anymore. Like I feel like my YouTube, when I open YouTube, it's basically true crime, true crime, true crime. It's just true crime stuff because that's basically all I watch
Yeah.
these days. But I feel bad
There's
because
a
I'm not
lot of that
there.
out there.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
lot of the people are doing. They're now
I've
trust everyone. Been nice to all, but yeah. Unfortunately, Dawn, you there is a lot of that in the paranormal field. You know.
oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah, while
really.
you were
I
gone.
would be really sad to see you go. You know. You've got
Me
some
too.
really good content on your channel. You really
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
And the community needs people like you know, good people, good-hearted people, because there are some assholes out there, like I'm just saying, like
Oh
directly,
yeah. Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
bad people who do this for the wrong reasons. And but I feel like that's why like good people get burned out because you know,
Yeah. Mm.
I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. While you were gone, I was talking about like how I went through that twice. You know, got involved in
Yeah.
like drama, and that just like drained me. And I got involved with the wrong
Oh yeah.
people, and
There's
that
definitely
was
not a lack
bad.
of drama in the paranormal field. There's way too much of it. Way too
Yeah,
much.
wrong
Yeah.
people, and just yeah, I had to
Dom,
take
you want to
2
come up?
big breaks.
Yeah, Dom, you're welcome to come up if you want. I can throw the link in the chat uh, quickly if you want to come up. The
Also, the
numbers,
numbers.
yeah.
Yeah, it can be
Yeah, if you want
very
to come up.
discouraging.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to throw the link in the chat. If you'd like to come up, you're more than welcome to. But I'm only going to leave it up there like for a short period of time. Not that it
Yeah.
really matters, because I mean, they have to be backstage anyway. So
Yeah, true. You know, you have to control who you let in.
there's the link, Dom, if you'd like to come up.
But
I'll
yeah,
be on
like
for like another half hour or so.
but yeah, paranormal and all content creating, it can be very draining. So I get it.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
have to open up my YouTube to take the link out. Oh, sorry that you feel that way,
that
Dom.
sucks. I'm sorry.
But it does take a lot out of people, and you know, I have to agree with Dom on there's a lot of backstabbing and whatnot
Oh
going on in
yeah.
the
That,
paranormal.
that's like
It gets
but,
to the point where
mm,
you don't know who you can trust, or who
yeah.
you can say something to, or whatnot. It just
I'm
means
really
that ain't gonna
careful
happen.
who I really let like close. Like of course I have like I'm nice to everyone and I'm welcoming
Oh,
but like I'm very careful who I let into my like really like inner circle. Um
mm-hmm.
because yeah, that happened to me twice. Like twice I got involved with the wrong people. It's like, oh my god, does it ever end? It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I just try to stay. Oh, Dom, no, you're not weird.
No.
You're not weird at all. No, no, no,
Mm-mm.
no. Anybody that says anything like that about anybody, You know, with anything like that, you know, I have no time for people who put down anybody like that. You know,
Yeah.
you're not. I don't think
I mean,
you're. I think you're a
I mean,
great person.
oh yeah. I mean, I always call myself weird, so weird can be a good thing too. Like, you know, I like weird
Yeah,
people, but like weird in a good way, if that makes sense. Because we're weird. We like paranormal. We collect weird stuff, you know. It's good weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have to agree with what my sister says. Too many investigators think only they are right about stuff, not willing to open their minds to other interpretations. Yep,
Yeah.
that's absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I I really hope that you decide to stick around, Dom. I really do, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people, you know that. But I know people that have left the paranormal and never came back. You
Mm.
know.
But what he said, paranormal is in my blood, but I lost the flame and passion. That's literally what I just explained a moment ago that happened to me, and it was very hard to get back. It was just
Yeah.
the right people who lift you up. You know, you need those in your
Yeah.
life because, like, I got math
Yeah.
in my life, and now I'm like back. I'm like back in YouTube. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm still skeptical because I feel like, you know, I'm still waiting for something to happen, so I'm gonna fall again. But yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks being sensitive.
Paranormal. Oh, I'm a sensitive and an empath. It drives me insane sometimes.
We get
Paranormal is not an
drained
exact
so
science.
easy.
We're all different. Yeah, I agree. Oh, well, I'm glad that you like these kinds of shows. My Willie, he's been here before. There was a couple people in here earlier that I'd never heard of them before.
Oh, new people.
Okay,
That's awesome.
okay, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you were able to make the show. That's my sister. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to try and talk her into coming on. You know, she doesn't have to come on camera. She can just use the audio. But yeah, it would be nice to have her on. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, though.
Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to like. I don't know. Like I know what you're going through. I just don't know what to say. Other than I
Sam,
understand.
have I seen you late on the witch show? What's the witch show? I haven't been on anybody's live stream.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh
no, I've
yes.
been on Joe's and stuff. What's the witch show?
Oh yeah. Speaking of coming on shows and stuff, you know, I do this paranormal live stream. You're welcome to be my guest if you want to, because I'm looking for
No,
a
you're
paranormal
talking to me?
investigator. You, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
I'd
You
love
asked
to
me
have you
about that
on.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
I
love
haven't
to have you on.
investigated and yeah, I haven't investigated and your cat kills me.
Oh, meow. What's up? Tule, tule, tule. Oma, tule.
Wacky witch
There
on
he is. Look.
Facebook. I love black cats. I love them.
Me too.
Yeah. On Facebook. No, I haven't been on anybody's live stream on Facebook.
Hmm.
No. Wacky Witch, I don't even know who that is. I have
I
no
think I
idea.
never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, see the thing is if I turn the SB7 on, I can't use the headphones because I won't be able to hear it.
Uh, Are they like noise
No,
canceling headphones?
No, they're a cheap $10 pair of headphones. They do nothing.
Yeah,
The only
yeah. I
thing
don't
they do
know.
is
I
hurt my
think you would.
ears.
Yeah, I think you could hear through. I don't know. It depends.
No, there would be an echo. There would be too much of an
Uh,
echo. Yeah. Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. I think you might have me mixed up with somebody else because I've never even heard of that wacky witch. Do you know the first name of the person that has? Is it a YouTube channel or is it just somebody on Facebook? Now I'm confused.
I have black cat with yellow eyes. Maybe has like yellow eyes that had a little bit green on them, but they're so beautiful. Yes, your beautiful eyes. Oh, you're so fluffy. Fluffy. Fluffy is code for fat. It's actually so fluffy.
I'll put that up on. My question would be, aren't either of you afraid of coming home with an attachment? Well, for me, I had an attachment about, I think it would be 3 years ago. No, it would be about 4 years ago. This one place that I used to live, my ex-boyfriend is a tow truck driver, and his flatbed truck used to be what was it? A furniture delivery truck, but they just taken the stuff off around it. And I was out taking pictures a couple of nights right by it, and the next couple of days, I started to feel really off, and a friend of mine that helps me with my sensitive and empath thing. I was in the bathroom washing my hands or doing something in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I heard in my head "F you" and her name, and I would never think something like that. So yeah, that was a little unnerving. And if you've heard of astral projection, she actually got rid of it for me. She lives in the States and I'm in Canada, so she got rid of it for me. But
Yeah,
other than that, I haven't had anything like that happen since then. When I start my spirit box sessions, I always have a prayer that I say before and after, and before I go to bed. So I keep myself well protected. And if anything, negative comes through, I let them know automatically that they're not welcome. That they have to leave. So
yeah.
I've been very fortunate since then. Nothing. What about you, Helena?
I have no idea where I got this attachment from. It was very early when I started like my YouTube channel and paranormal. So this one medium like online, it was on Instagram Live actually. They told me that there's like negative attachment that I have. It's this grumpy old man that just wants to make my life miserable. And it took us like 3 times, like, I'm in Finland and they're in US. So it would leave, but it would come back. But the third time we got actually rid of it. But it's interesting, like how you
Oh
can do
wow!
that, like while not
Was
being
it was it
here.
through us? Yeah, was it through astral projection?
Yeah. But yeah, like
Wow.
my life changed after that. Like it's crazy how that negative spirit. They say like they don't know exactly how long, but they've been following me for a while. So it could be like I just got
Wow.
attachment before I even got into paranormal. It's
Oh,
crazy.
wow. That's kind of creepy when you think about it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it literally made me feel things that are not my feelings,
Your
bad things.
thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
well, it's the
wanted
same with
to
me.
hurt myself basically. So that went away after we got rid of it. So
Mm,
that's kind of scary when you think about it.
no doubt. Hang on a second here. Let's bring up the beginning of that. If I got an attachment, he shows me some strange photographs, and I run filters on the photos and make it pop out of the photo for him. He found cabin in the woods, excuse me, full of alcohol and satanic objects, so they stole all the alcohol and trashed the satanic cabin shrine. He crashed his car days later. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have. But the thing is, I tend to think that um, it could have just been coincidence too that he crashed his car. You know, it's you can't always say that everything is paranormal.
Mm,
Some things can be coincidence, and other things can be paranormal, right?
yeah.
You kind of have to. Well, at least I do. I have to. I think along those lines. Yeah, I'm in Canada. I
Yeah, I'm
am.
in Finland.
Yeah, I think his biggest mistake was like trashing the place. Like not so much taking all the alcohol, but
Mhm.
trashing it. Because I mean, the way I would think is, if they were doing satanic rituals in this cabin, you know, whatever was there is not going to be happy with what happened. So it's possible that that's what it.
Yeah,
Is he
but
speaking Finnish? He's
yeah,
speaking Finnish, isn't he?
that's a swear word.
Which one?
Uh,
Hi or the other one?
the other one.
Oh,
I don't know if I can say it here. But yeah, it's
what's
a
the
Finnish
first one
swear
mean?
word.
Is that a hello?
Yeah, that's just hey hey. Yeah.
Oh, oh, his mom's Finnish.
Ah, awesome. Hello, my cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I think I'm gonna actually end this. I know it's only like 10 minutes before I normally do, but I'm really tired. I could fall asleep right here, and that would be embarrassing. I don't want to pull a crow. I don't want to pull a crow. Crow fell asleep on on Joe's live. When was that? Last night
Hmm.
or the
I
night
remember
before? Because
once
I was
once
on it.
yeah, I remember once
He
I
was
was on and I heard him snoring. I was like
he was snoring. Yeah, that
and
was
talking in his sleep. He was
that
like
was on
half
Monday.
asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
Monday night. He was
That was
snoring,
funny.
and
He was
Joe had to
like
put him in the
speaking.
basement.
Yeah. But it's funny when he was like talking in his sleep. Like the things just didn't make any sense. He was like
Yeah,
responding to us. We were like talking, then he would say something, and we would be like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" Oh, he's sleeping. Okay.
that's funny. Yeah. Well, I hope everything goes good for you, Dom. Like I said, I would miss you not being around.
Same.
But sometimes people need to step back for a bit.
Yeah,
I've done it, and I know
that's
many other people
healthy.
that have done it too.
Maybe that's
It
good
is,
for
it
your
is, yeah.
mental health. Really. Yeah. take a little break.
Absolutely. Yeah. So sometimes you have to step back, just things in life in general, just to gather your thoughts and everything like that. So yeah, I'm going to end this. I would like to again thank Justin for being here earlier. I've been trying for so long to get him on, and he did have to get up early for work, but he was nice enough to, put an hour aside to come on. So again, thanks to him. Thanks Helena for coming on, and thank you
Thanks
to
for
everybody
having me.
who. Yeah, not a problem, and thank you everybody in the chat. And I hope everybody has a good rest of their night. And we will see you next Wednesday on the night show. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.